Shalom. Shalom. Just give me a moment. I'm having some slight technical difficulties. Shalom. All right. The Wadi Abashimashai. All right. Call halal. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone. They do well. Let me know if you brothers or sisters can hear me. I may even have to change locations. If you brothers or sisters can hear me, I may even have to. All right, let's see if moving here makes a difference. Just bear with me. The Wi-Fi signal was saying it was low, so let's see if we can do something about that. All right. Brown males and females, but majority males as gang members in the streets is because that's a curse. All right, I hope this audio is working. I wonder why it's hey, just let me know. Let me know. Lord's will, you brothers and sisters can hear this clearly. But I'm just gonna roll with it. All right, I'm just gonna roll in the spirit, and Lord's will it picks up all of it. So let's go right into this curse real quick, okay? And I also find this edifying because there's an onslaught of scoffing and disbelief when it comes to who we are as a people. So I do find that this will be edifying as well. And there's actually a few points that we can make on this in particular lesson. All right, cool. So let's go right into this. Actually, let's go into the blue letter. I want to share something with you. Okay, I want to share something with you. Let's actually pull up another blue letter. See if we can do this. Blue letter Bible. All right, put this right here, and let's go here. All right, I just want to do this lesson. It was on my spirit. We're going to be holding camp around 12 if you're on the eastern coast. All right, we're in upstate New York. So let's go to real quick Deuteronomy 28. All right, but I want to go to in particular curse. I want to share something with you, and I do find this edifying. I find this very edifying, and I may do 2 or 3 lessons out of this, or I'll just speak on it now. But go down. This is Deuteronomy 28, and let's go to 54. Okay, I want to share this with you, and then let's precept this with Isaiah. Okay, let's go to Isaiah. What is that? 51. Should be Isaiah 51. Tawada. Yep. All right. So let's hold this. I want to precept these. I want to parallel these. Okay. So check this out. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. It says, so that man that is tender among you. Okay. Now let's just real quick get what this word tender means. All right. What does it mean to be tender? Okay, I found this to be edifying. All right, it goes into look soft, but not weak. Okay, look delicate. Okay, tender, delicate, look gentle words, gentle, being able to speak, soft hearted, compassionate. That's what that word tender is going into. Because look, all right, the Israelite man used to be what? Where is it? Let's see, where is it? To be softened. Where is it? Oh, wow. The definitions are different from my phone to the blue letter. It's fine. Softened. All right. Well, let's go back here. Okay. Now let's see. Let's just stick with this. Let's go into this gentle. Okay, very gentle. All right. And actually, when I was looking on my blue letter, it says be delicate. All right. And my blue letter right here, it says, oh, right here. I'm sorry. See, delicate. Okay. See, so that delicate man. All right. The Israelite man was set up to be godly. Okay. Very delicate. How to handle, certain situations. All right. Unlike what you see Jake being now. Okay, the how Jake is now. All right, this is why they're like that. This is why they're like, "What's up, you bitch ass nigga?" And they're rough and they're bang and they're screaming and shooting and killing, is because this is a curse. Okay, this was a curse that was put upon our men, and particularly because there is curses in particularly for our women. But the Israelite man was cursed not to be delicate when it comes to handling certain matters. Okay, like you can handle a situation delicately with wisdom. All right, let me just being calm, being cool, being collective. It's a blessing for a brother to be calm, cool, and collective, because as Israelite men, we're already wired as princes of power. So you mix that in with a lack of knowledge, and you mix that in with inward agitation, and you have a bull, you have a wild bull, raging and screaming and fighting and kicking and killing and yelling. It's a very dangerous combination, okay, that we see upon our people. All right. And this is a curse. So it says, look, it says, so that man that is tender among you, right? Cool, calm, collected, and very delicate. See, it's right there. And very delicate. His eye shall be evil. Or this word evil means hostile. Okay, look at this. All right. Look, when you go into this evil, it means hostile. Okay. This is why you have black on black crime. All right. To do evil, look, injury, man, I want to kill that nigga. Right. Let me see. Figuratively, i.e., bad, physically, socially, or morally. See, he will be morally bad to his brother. He will be evil when he entreats his fellow brother. Like the movie Menace to Society. He said, man, we supposed to be brothers. And he said, oh, you want to be smart? You trying to kick some knowledge, Nick? And that's that evil curse. This is what you see when it comes to the Israelite man relationship with one another. Okay, they're not neighbors, they're not brothers. All right, is a curse. Okay, I've actually witnessed Jake's where I've had to quail them down. Like, it's all good, brother. You ain't gotta buck up against me. Like, it's all good. Like, I've actually had to experience that to let him know it's okay. All right. You don't gotta do that to me. You don't gotta be hostile towards me. You see? So let's keep going. Now I'll read it. I just wanted to get these words before I just wanted to show you, brothers, these words before I continue with the breakdown, just so we have clarification. Okay, so it says, his eye shall be evil. It shall be wicked towards another Israelite and towards his Israelite wife. Look, towards his wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Now, where does this cursed Israelite man, okay, where does he leave when he steps away from his wife and his children? Where does he go? He goes to the street. Okay, he goes to the street. This is a curse. He's been cursed with having an evil eye towards his fellow Israelite brother. He's cursed that he can't be cool, calm, and collective. He's cursed that he can't just be, that father figure. He's got to be loyal to what? The block, all right, to the gang life. You see? Now let's go to this. So it says, toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And where's he going to go? Isaiah 51:20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. Gang, yeah. They're plagued, man. Okay, they're plagued in the mind. This is why you see Jake as gang members. Let's do New Orleans. I know they don't have gangs. Let's just put gangs though. Let's see what gangster. Let's see what comes up. All right, I was actually just on World Star, and this is what came up. All right, see, this is them. They're at the head of the street. See. This is a curse. All right. This is a curse that Jake has been cursed with. Isaiah 51:20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. Look, as a wild bull in a net. When you have a wild bull and then you try to put it or you try to tame it, it's going to lash out. It's going to fight. It's going to swing. It's going to roar. It's going to buck. This is the spirit that Jake embodies as a curse. Okay. So we, coming from this world and learning how to rule our spirit and apply delicateness in situations is a blessing, because as a nation, we have been cursed to act irrational, act wildly, all right, and out of control, all right. I remember that. I remember that spirit very well in the world, and look, watch this. When you go into this word net, look what it goes into. Net, snare, but look, let's keep going. Net, snare, but you go to etymology, look, grow warm, look, be hot. What does Jake say? Man, I'm fucking hot, man. Man, I'm hot. He got me hot right now. Look, become emotionally agitated. You want to know why you see black and brown men raging in the streets and go from 0 to 1,000 in an instant? Is because we, as a nation of Israelite men, okay, the Lord put a curse upon our men to be what? Emotionally agitated, to be hot, to be immorally wrong and just. Okay, this is a curse. This is why you see Jake in a Gentile state of mind as wild bulls in Babylon, just bucking about, screaming, fighting, arguing, killing. What? Hosea 4, blood touching blood. Let's go to that real quick, okay? This is a serious thing. And you wonder why Esau treats Jake the way he does. You wonder why he hog ties. If you ever see someone tie up a wild bull, that's exactly what they do to Jake when they arrest him. And you want to know when a Jake says, man, they treat me like an animal in jail. But you know why? Because you've been cursed to act out as a wild animal. So that proves it. The way that they treat Jake in jail is that they're holding a wild animal that they can't tame. You see? Now, some Jakes they've tamed, but the Lord is allowing us to tame ourselves, and this is why it's heavy. Even in this truth, you can't be a wild bull in Zion. You have to handle brothers and sisters correctly. You have wild bulls that have left the streets and gangs and have jumped over onto this side, and they still treat it like that, but within the Israelite community, and that's wrong. Okay, you are not to be a wild bull in a net in this truth, but you have that spirit here. Okay, you have certain Israelite teachers that will treat you like it's a gang war. Okay, that they'll say, F elder who has died. That's wild bull mentality. Okay, this truth is to change you to be able to be calm and cool and collective and apply wisdom. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Yes, we're warriors. Yes, we're princes of power. But look at, with the lack of knowledge, what that has done to us as a nation of people. Okay, Jake's strength without his wisdom is his worst blessing. Okay, it's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, you need to be strong, but you need to be mentally strong. So you have wild bulls in Babylon that they have no idea who they are. They have no idea who they are. Okay. And all they know is they have in their spirit that they need to ride and die for something. And I know I want to make a point, but let me share this exact title since I said that in the spirit. Look, let's go to World Star. I just was looking this video up and I said, man, that's a spirit. I got to do a lesson on it. Okay. Now, real quick, mind the lewdness, but that's another thing. In the book of Judges, it says that the only thing Israel had was lewdness and folly. And I want to do a lesson on that as well. It literally says lewdness and folly. And that's all you see amongst the Israelite Gentile community of Jake. See, lewdness and folly. Very disgusting. So let's go down. I just want to go get this point before I deviate off into something else. There's just so much to talk about. There's so much to bring out. There's so much edification. I mean, the curses alone for people to try to debunk that. Look at this. Everybody, let's just click this because I don't want us to look at no other bullshit. It says, everybody ready. It says, see, I don't know if y'all heard it. He said, you're in the zoo right now. See, That's the spirit. I don't know if y'all heard it, but if you go and watch this video, the first second he says, you're in the zoo right now. That's what? The wild bull, the wild bulls of Babylon, the wild olive tree. Okay. These are the Gentiles, Jakes. Okay. This is what happens to Jake that lost their heritage. And I'm going to go into that too. I'm going to go into that, but check this out. Everybody's ready to kill. Everybody ready to die. Dude, show what it's like living in murder capital of America, New Orleans. Murder, blood touching blood. Hosea 4 and 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, you Gentile Israelites, you Israelites that lost your nationality. Hear this word. All right. For the Lord has a controversy with you. Okay, because in context, this is speaking specifically about Jake, but now it applies to Jake here in Babylon with the inhabitants of Babylon, because Esau isn't stopping this. It says, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. The Lord has a controversy with the murder capital of America. The Lord has a controversy with Babylon and what's going on in Babylon, okay, and how Jake is living in Babylon. It is a curse to be a wild bull in the net. It is a curse to have an evil eye towards your brother. That's a curse, not a blessing. Okay. This is not for blessed sake. Okay. This is a wild bulls. Look at they're wild bulls. All right. Agitated, hot at any minute, ready to let it go, ready to do something because they're cursed. Okay. It said these will be a sign. This is the evidence. You want to know who the Israelites are in the last days? I'm going to give you the evidence. What is the evidence? The curses, the characteristics. And it says, because it says the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land because there's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. Nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. Look, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out fighting, swinging, and blood. Israelite touching blood, Israelite. Okay. Hey, look, blood touches crip, you know, and blood touches crip. Tribe touches tribe. Gang touches gang. See, as a wild bull, easily agitated, emotional, at the head of the streets, completely hot and angry, like a wild bull. You see? Man, I love this shit. Look, to be deeply affected with passion. I love this gang life because he's cursed. He's cursed. You see, he's cursed as a wild bull in a net in the streets. And who drives around hunting these bulls? Esau, the cunning hunter. Okay. It says, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. They lie at the head of all the slack. Those are all my alarms for camp. It says they lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. Look, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of their God. See, they're full of fury. They don't know what's going on. They lack knowledge. Look, let's go to Jeremiah, and then we're going to go back to Hosea. Watch how this precept's all in. It's beautiful. Jeremiah 17. This is a heavy thing, man. I was reading this the other night, just mind blown. Watch this, Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, this is why they're a wild bull, shall discontinue from their heritage. This is why they're a wild olive tree. This is why they're Gentiles. This is why they took on heathen customs. And look at the results of it. Look at the results. This is a result of losing their heritage. Okay. This is the result. Look, this is the result of losing their heritage. They don't know what's going on. It's just out here. Okay. Tatted up. Just ready to be on go mode for nothing. Okay. Ready to be on go mode for nothing. This is a curse. And you don't have no other people like this. And if you do, that's because they're Israelites too. All right. And it says, because you got places that, where there's certain heathens that, like triads, those got to be Jakes, man. The Samoan Bloods, those are Jakes. Okay. Because that's a curse that's only on Jake, And it says, where we at? It says, and even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage. What's the heritage? What's their heritage? What's our heritage? Look at this. Possession, property, inheritance. We've lost the fact that we are joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. We actually lost that thought process that we are children of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. We've lost our nationality. We've lost our language. We lost our God. We lost our customs. Okay. We lost our way of living. So what happened? The only thing Jake can rely on without knowing who they are is relying on the curses that Yahweh Bashem El Shai put upon them. This is why they call it black culture. It really should be called black curses. Okay. These are the things that only Jake can feel relatable to, is the curses. Man, that shit, all I know is gang life, because that's a curse, brother. You've been forgotten of who you are, and the only thing that's around you is the curses that were put upon you for going off for who you are. You see, look, we don't have our land. This is why Jake be like, it's Bompton, nigga. You know, this is why they have gang turf wars. All right, because in their spirit, they want to inhabit a land and then own it and possess it. So they fight each other over it. All right. So this is what we lost, and we're destroyed for losing this. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So all they are now is just bulls in the street, angry, upset, pissed off. See, they're destroyed. They're destroyed for the lack of knowledge of that they've been discontinued from their heritage. They don't know that they're joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. You see, they lack all this information, and then you add lacking that information with some curses of being agitated and cursed with what was it? Not being delicate, you know, and having fury. Oh man, you dang right you're gonna have the murder capital of the world. You dang right it's gonna be a murder capital. Okay, that's what needs to be explained. Why is it a murder capital? And this is another thing. Apply this to who say that they are us. How can you read these and say, yeah, man, they're messed up? They do not fit these. Okay, when you go into the nasty curses that we read about, that we still see on a day-to-day basis, they can't fit the bill. They don't fit this bill. Okay, it's nothing that we're bragging or boasting about. They do not fit the bill of being living a gang life, you know, being living hopeless. What do you say? I'm hopeless, living a thug life. And matter of fact, let's touch on that real quick, because that's very, very spiritual. So let's go this real quick. I got time. We don't got camp for a little bit. Hopeless, which that's the precept. They were hopeless. Matter of fact, let's get that first. Aliens to their commonwealth. Yep. So let's get this precept. Ephesians 2. I'm gonna tie them all in. If you brothers, you know, you used to my videos, you know, I like to stack the precepts up and then break them down. So let's go to Ephesians 2. Okay. And then let's explain this, man. Let's explain this. Okay. Where is it? Yep. Look, having no hope. Now let's go over here and look at this. I'm hopeless, living a thug life. You can even hear it when you say a thug life. It's terrible. I'm hopeless, living a thug life. Tupac on the line. I live a thug life, baby. I'm hopeless. Let's read Ephesians. Ephesians 2:12. It says that at that time you were without the anointed. You were without Yahweh Shai. We were without Hamashiach. Okay. We need Yahweh Bashem El Shai, man. All right. We need Yahweh Bashem El Shai. You see, it says being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. See, what we read, the heritage without the commonwealth of Israel. Jeremiah 17:4. Thou shalt continue from thy heritage. Let's keep going, right? It says, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. Look, and strangers from the covenant of promise. See, strangers. You were destroyed because you lacked the knowledge, and now you're a stranger to your own inheritance. Jake is so far gone that they now are a stranger, and they think it's strange that they got an inheritance, or that they're princes of power, you know, or they're joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. That's strange to them. Look, having no hope and without Yahweh in the world. And what happens when they got no hope and they're without their God in the world? They're wild bulls in a net, cast and just cast to the side, all right, in and out of jail. See? And they're destroyed for them lacking that knowledge of what's going on. This is why it says surely oppression makes a wise man mad, because we have the wisdom now through the Lord to see the oppression that we're going through. And this is what we're out telling Jake, like, yo, you got to wake up from this, but only the elect will. You see? Watch Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. You have Jakes that actually are rejecting the knowledge that Yahweh Shai has put out here. And since we're speaking about animals, this is Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But that wild bull in Babylon does not know. My people does not consider. They are so destroyed, they're not even considering. See? But Israel does not know. Because this is, and then they're what? Just wild bulls bulling around in Babylon. Gang, shooting, killing, sexing, all that stuff, effing, you know what I'm saying? All right. And they're destroyed for this lifestyle. Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And this is off just one curse. We started this lesson just off one curse, and that's Deuteronomy 28:54. This is just one curse. And look at the extent, and look what it does. That curse destroyed the Israelite family structure. It destroyed the man, it destroyed the woman, and then it destroyed the children that come from that. And it's going to be a repeated cycle. A repeated cycle of destruction has been laid upon the Israelite household. And Esau just sitting here, standing back, being a hunter, waiting just to wrap you up, arrest you, kill you, murder you, and lock you away. You see? It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. We're supposed to be priests. We're supposed to handle situations and know how to figure things out and handle it with wisdom, all right, and delicacy, okay, and with honor and integrity. But Jake is cursed with an immoral nature and behavior, and he's on top of that with anger. This is a curse. This is why you see Jake like that, okay? Yelling in the street. Let's take it a step further. This is just one state. Then you have what? Chicago. Let's just put this in. Let's just actually do this. Let's put I also want to go back to that point about thug. Let's put thug in. Let's see what pops up. Look at this. Thug. Soon as I put the word thug in, why is it all black and brown people? Why, when I put the word thug in, it's all black and brown people? You see that? Now let's go a step further. Tupac said, I live a thug's life. I'm hopeless. Look at this. What's a thug? Let's put this in. Thug and diva are actually evil spirits. See? So on one hand, you have Jake saying, I'm a thug. And on the other hand, you got Eve saying, I'm a diva. These are the demons, okay? These are the demons from the curses that are on Jake, all right? And I'm not saying they look like this, okay? This is just, what man depicted, all right? Look, a diva is not a female version of a hustler. A diva is an ancient Buddhist demon, and the female version of an ancient thug demon. Pictured are depictions of the demons diva and thug or thuggy. See? Search for yourself. So you want to know why Jake says, I'm hopeless, I live a thug life? Because that's the spirits, the angels that have been put on them until this place be destroyed. Okay? Where is that? Isaiah 6. Check this out. So these curses are on Jake until they get destroyed. Look, Isaiah 6:10. It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Then said I, Lord, how long? This is what the angel said. This is what the spirit said. Okay? This is what the angel said. Or what? Spirit. Okay? Spirits. All right? And it said, he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitants. Till the cities be wasted. I want you to keep Jake male as a thug and the Jake woman as a diva. Keep those spirits on them. And the houses without man and the land be utterly desolate. So you have Israelites that are set up to be wild bulls in Babylon till Babylon is destroyed. But these are key characteristics of evidence to show you who the Israelites are pertaining to what? The curses. This cursed lifestyle that Jake lives is evidence of who the Israelites are. You see? And that's that, look, having no hope. But the Lord blessed us for our eyes to see, and he blessed us for our ears to hear. This is why you have wicked men that are in Israel that get rebuked because of how they're acting. All right. Now let me finish this off. Jeremiah 17:4, and I'm gonna touch on that really, really quick. Okay, I'm gonna touch on that point really quick. Jeremiah 17:4, even and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And this is what turned us into Gentiles. Okay, it turned us into complete Gentiles. And real quick, Jeremiah 11. This is why you have the wild bull, okay, or the wild olive tree. Excuse me. This is why you have the wild olive tree. Jeremiah 11:16. The Lord called thy name a green olive tree, fair and of goodly fruit. Right, because you got to understand, we were created to be the plain man dwelling in tents. Okay, we were supposed to be the plain man dwelling in tents. This is why it's a curse. Our patriarch Jacob, he was delicate. You know, he was what they call God-fearing. Let's prove it really fast. Okay, let's go back to the origin of our father Jacob. All right, this is Genesis 25. Watch this, Genesis 25:27. And it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. And guess what? Now he gets the pleasure to hunt the wild bulls in Babylon. He gets the pleasure to hunt wild bulls in Babylon. See? And it says, a man of the field, with the world, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. This is who we are supposed to be. We are supposed to be the plain man dwelling in tents. If you haven't watched my videos before, I like to go into this, and I'll explain it to you now. All right? When you go into this word, it's spiritual. Jacob was a plain man. What's the word plain mean? Plain means perfect, complete, one who lacks nothing, sound, whole. See, complete. Look, morally innocent, having integrity. What did it say about the curse? This is why we're cursed as Israelite men with an evil eye, having immoral behavior, because by our nature and design, we're supposed to be morally innocent, having integrity, one who is morally and ethically pure. This is who we're supposed to be. This is why it's a curse that we're not. See, we're supposed to be like this, right? So Jacob was an innocent man. Look, dwelling where? Jacob was a perfect, sound, moral man dwelling where? In the tabernacle, the sacred tent of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is who we're supposed to be. See, we're supposed to be morally righteous men serving Yahweh Shemel Shai. That is our livelihood. That is our duty. What is the whole duty of man? See, the whole duty of man is what the patriarch Jacob was and who we are becoming. All right, in the spirit. That's what Yahweh Shai showed us. This is what the men of the Lord are showing us. And then on the other hand, you have wicked Israelites that have came into this fold and are still acting like wild bulls in Babylon and still acting like brute beasts. You see? So now let's go there, and I'm going to end it off that. So you got men that have came into this truth that are not cleansed, and they're wicked. And they're wolves. They're chewing on our women and our men. You know, they're tainting them and tearing them up and beating them up and spreading lies. This is why the Lord said that they're the prophets of Balaam. All right, they're sexually immoral, like a brute beast would, sleeping and pucking and sucking and everything. It's just sick. It's sick, man. And you got Jakes that are in the world doing this, and now you got Jakes in the truth doing this, man. Wild bulls in Babylon, and you know what? It's some bullshit. But this is the necessary evil we have to go through. So the Lord's put on our spirit to be righteous shepherds and to protect our sheep and to warn our people. Because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai said, feed his sheep. All we're doing is trying to feed Yahweh Shai's sheep the right things so they can keep walking towards their Lord like we're doing. But you got other men that want to heap you to themselves and hurt you and do immoral things to you because they're still cursed vessels, man. Okay? If you're not under the vibration and spirit of Yahweh Shai, hey, man, you still deal with them curses, man. Okay? You still deal with those demons, those spirits, you know? 2 Peter 2. I'm about to wrap this up. Look at this. 2 Peter 2. Let's start at 1. But there were false prophets also among the people. So not only, okay, that you got Jakes in the world, you got them in the truth. You got these wild bulls that are on World Star. They're in the truth now. They got fringes on now. They saying shalom now. See, that's a scary thing. Okay. And it says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. So guess what? Swift destruction is coming upon these wild bulls that now want to teach. These wild bull teachers in Babylon, okay? They're going to get it too. Remember, the chief members of the 2/3 are ones that know that they're Israelites. Then start at my sanctuary. You see? You see? Now let's go down. Let's go to 12. Look, but these as natural brute beasts, wild bulls in the net, made to be taken and destroyed. Let his blood be upon us and our children. Didn't those wicked Israelites say that? Didn't those wicked Israelites say that when they gave up Yahweh Shai and they chose a thug? Then they choose a thug. Then they choose a murderer. So it makes sense. Why would Jake choose a murderer? You brothers think about that right now. Would you choose Lil Wayne over Yahweh Shai? No, but Jake would. Jake would. What did the brothers always know I would say it in the movie Next Day Air when they had like money or drugs or something and they were talking about it. And he said, man, I know people will kill you for this. I know I would. He said, I know I would. Because that's in their spirit, man. This is why these Jakes are worldly. You want to know why there's Israelite worldly Israelites teachers? Because their asses are worldly. They're worldly wild bulls, man. They're worldly wild bulls and they want to keep on raging. Okay? And a lot of our people don't see that. But hey, it says you are graves and men walk into you. It says, speak evil of things they understand not and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. They shall utterly perish in their own corruption, man. And why? Why? But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. See, they got a brute beast bull mentality. They got a brute beast bull mindset. Okay, you have to understand this. This is the level, all right, that we're dealing with on this side here. And this is why it's very important for us to carry and conduct ourselves with morals and integrity and in righteous manner when dealing with brothers and when dealing with sisters. Okay. And you have a lot of Israelites that have missed that mark because they're still under that wicked spirit, that evil, hostile eye, handling things incorrectly. This is Lamentations 4:1. How is the gold become dim? They're dim now. How is the most fine gold changed? The curses. The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. Where the stones? Now we got to be the lively stone. Look, the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers? Because they lack the wisdom, they lack the knowledge, and they lack the spirit. Now it's the spirit. Ezekiel 37. Go read it. Some had the breath, some had the flesh, but they didn't have the breath. You got to have the breath too. The work of the hands of the potter. There you go, man. All right. Another brother posted a precept. Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. You got a lot of Israelites that are following a ravenous bull-like wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, shalom. And they're a straight up demon. They're a straight up thug. They got demons on them. Okay. They're not delicate. They're full of fury and rage and anger. There's wild bulls in Babylon that keep on raging. Be aware of these teachers. Just like be aware of the 2/3 in the streets, be aware of the 2/3 in this truth. but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. There you go. So I just wanted to do this lesson. I pray that was edifying. You can see the comparison, how the Lord referring to Jake as an animal-like, and you can see that. You see why Esau treats him the way he does, and you got to be careful out here. Be aware of these things and be aware of who you're learning from too. There's a lot of wild bulls teaching in Babylon as well. So be aware. Okay. So I'd like to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakodash. And I also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.